Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this. This right here will be another review as part of my Monday Night Wars reviewed series that I am, of course, doing with my friend Royston over on Facebook. Tonight, as you can probably tell by the title, well, I'm going to be doing In Your House 3 from the WWF from September 1995. It is indeed September the 24th. 1995, and we are live at the, I don't know how to pronounce this, so I'm going to go with Saginaw Civic Center in Saginaw, Michigan, with just 5,146 fans on hand. Those lucky pups witnessed 3 dark matches. In the first one, Goldust defeated Bob Not Hardcore Holly, Ahmed Johnson defeated Skip, and lastly, Fatu beat some guy called Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who I've never heard of. Vince McMahon, Jim Ross, and Jerry the King Lawler are on commentary, and they start the show by essentially guaranteeing a title change in our main event tonight. You see, we've got a special stipulation of tonight's main event. Oh yes, you'll like this one a lot. So, a tag team match. It's the tag team champions Owen Hart and Yokozuna taking on the Dudes with Attitude, who of course are the Intercontinental Champion Shawn Michaels and the World Heavyweight Champion Diesel. Whoever gets the pinfall gets their opponent's belt. So let's say, for argument's sake, that Shawn Michaels is to pins Owen Hart. Shawn Michaels and Diesel will win the tag team championships. But if it's the other way around, if Owen Hart pins Shawn Michaels, Owen Hart not only retains his tag team championship but wins the Intercontinental Championship. So the 3 men give their predictions for what they think will happen in the main. All good. Our opening contest tonight is Savio Vega defeating Waylon Mercy in a poor opener. Waylon Mercy, interesting character this one. Mercy is the artist formerly known as Dan Spivey, or Spivey, famous for being one half of the of a tag team called the Skyscrapers, firstly with Sid Vicious, and then later some guy called Mean Marc Callis. Wonder what ever happened to that guy. The Mercy character was quite interesting. It was based off the Max Cady character from the film Cape Fear, played by some guy. Jesus Christ, 3 in one vid. 3 some guys. Some guy called Robert De Niro. Never heard of him either. He would shake his opponent's hand before the match, but then as soon as the bell rang, would turn into quite a bit of a psycho. Also, his promos were delivered in a calm, softly almost spoken way instead of the usual shouty promo that we got in 1995. So, a good character, I think you'll agree, but not so great in the ring. This match is so good that a couple of minutes in, Doc Hendricks appears and tells us that Owen Hart isn't here. Whatever will we do? There's a few okay moves, like there's a good bulldog by Vega and a bridging German suplex, but at one point Mercy hits a truly scary brainbuster on Vega. Genuinely like, oh my god, he's going to break his neck. Vega gets a spin kick for the win at 7 minutes and 6 seconds. 1 star, nothing special at all. In the back, Doc Hendricks is with Jim Cornette, Yokozuna and Mr. Fuji and Gorilla Monsoon. Cornette claims that Owen will be here. Monsoon says that the match will take place whether he's here or not. It's just going to have to be a handicap match, isn't it? Hey, there we go. Next, Psycho Sid defeating Henry Godwinn in a poor match. So, Sid's manager Ted DiBiase got slopped by Henry Godwinn. Hooray! And then Sid got slopped by Godwinn. Hooray again! Sid powerbombed Henry on the outside to get revenge. Hooray! So this match doesn't need to take place, does it, really? But anyway, the commentators mentioned that the back of Henry isn't fully healed, which is good. And in the match, Sid works the back. Slowly. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, the working of the back. It's just slow. It's really, really slow. And of course, as is always the way, Henry Godwinn doesn't bother selling it at any point. Why would he? So it's all fucking pointless. Crowd are really into Henry, which helps, especially when he hits the slop drop reverse DDT, but Ted DiBiase pulls him out of the ring. A leg drop and a powerbomb get the win for Sid at 7 minutes and 23 seconds. Triple B! Bam Bam Bigelow comes running out to attack Sid, and then Karma comes out to even the sides. And then Henry stops Ted to a massive, massive pop. Pop of the show so far is for Ted DiBiase getting some slop put on him by one of the Godwins. Hooray! Meh match. In the back, Cornette and Monsoon are arguing still. Monsoon says that if Owen isn't here, Cornette can find someone else to take his place. There we go. So it's Yoko and someone can defend the title, which is contradicts exactly what he'd said a moment ago, but never mind. Next up, the British Bulldog defeating Triple B in an okay match. Bulldog had recently turned heel. Oh, for God's sake. Bulldog had recently turned heel on Diesel on an episode of Raw. He turned heel yet has the exact same entrance music, so gets quite a pop when he makes his entrance, right? He looks so much smaller than he did back in the early 90s. I watched SummerSlam 1992 about a week ago, and of course he looks like a night and day compared to how much bulk he was actually carrying. The match is slow and methodical. It's so good that once again we cut to the back to see Cornette begging Sid to team up with Yokozuna. Bulldog is evil now, so he puts on a damn chinlock. He gets a couple of suplexes on the big man, which look impressive, and the way he works the leg of Triple B is good. The crowd are insanely loud though for Bam Bam Bigelow. But they stay with the match throughout the various chinlocks, getting bam bam chants going, getting the claps going, and all that jazz. Triple B misses a moonsault, allowing Davey Boy to get 2 off a diving headbutt, and the power slam gets the win at 12 minutes. Match was okay, nothing amazing, but it was okay. Oh, and tune in to Raw tomorrow night to see Bulldog versus The Undertaker. Oh yeah. Ooh, we can order a replay. If you really want to, this coming weekend you can order a replay of WrestleMania 11. If you really want to, although why anyone would want to see that show ever again, I can't imagine. But anyway, next up is Dean Douglas defeating Razor Ramon in a meh match. Bob Backlund, former WWF champion Bob Backlund no less, introduces Dean. Well, he introduces him eventually, is probably the best way I can describe it. He first talks about nothing for an absolute age. Dean introduces Razor as well, which is unusual, and it makes Razor mad, so he charges her. How dare you introduce me? That's Fink's job. And goes charging off to the ring, sort of thing. Early going is so good in this match that we cut to Cornette trying to convince King Mabel to team up with Yokozuna. Imagine that team, they'd be unstoppable, wouldn't they? King Mabel having won the King of the Ring in 1995. Just let that one, just have a think about that one just for a second. Anyway, Razor controls working the arm. Dean comes back and doesn't bother selling the arm in the slightest. Hooray for 95. Again, the crowd are into Razor, but the match is only average at best as neither man seems to want to sell for the other one. Razor especially really doesn't seem to like Dean Douglas and doesn't want to sell for him in the slightest. After about 12 minutes, the referee is bumped. Razor hits the edge. The 1-2-3 Kid comes charging out because he's been feuding with Razor, as you may know from our Raw reports. And he counts the pinfall. Razor thinks it's the referee who's counted the pinfall and gets up. Oh God, that's so stupid, isn't it? Anyway, he throws the Kid out of the ring and falls to a Dean roll-up for the win. Fuck off, Shane Douglas, you're utterly shit. And I've got to say, Dean had cut a promo on the Raw before this that I absolutely freaking love, but oh, Dean Douglas, so bad. Razor and the Kid then square off and have to be separated after the bell. The match was okay, nothing memorable other than the finish, and this is just to keep the Razor Ramon 1-2-3 Kid feud going. This has nothing to do with Dean Douglas whatsoever. In the back, Shawn Michaels and Diesel say that they will win the tag team titles. Next, you're not going to believe this one, match of the night, seriously, right, is Bret Hart defeating Jean-Pierre Lafitte in a good match. Who? Well, Lafitte is best remembered for being one half of the Quebecers with Jack Rougeau. Jack Rougeau, who of course was the Mountie, who always got his man, if you know what I mean. For reasons, Vince thought that it was a great idea, truly genius move if you will, to put his best wrestler in the company, e.g. Bret Hart, with some of his worst creations ever. So, a couple of weeks ago at Summerfest, you had Bret Hart versus Isaac Yankem, evil dentist, and tonight you have Bret Hart versus Jean-Pierre Lafitte, who is an evil pirate. Oh, you know it. He has an eye patch. An eye patch? He must be evil. Now, let me tell you something. This man is so evil that he stole Bret Hart's glasses off a kid in the front row. Jesus fucking Christ. Dear me. And let's be honest here, if that isn't enough, and it is, let's be honest here, if that isn't enough, this utter bastard stole Bret Hart's leather jacket. What a prick. I want to fight Jean-Pierre Lafitte for Bret Hart, for stealing the jacket. Something. Must confess, my expectations for this one are very, very low. I'm going to go through this one for you, because it's quite surprising. Before he makes his way to the ring, Bret says that it's time for Jean-Pierre Lafitte to walk the plank. Ah, pirate jokes. Brilliant. Bret starts us off with a suicide dive and batters Lafitte on the outside, getting his jacket back in the process. So the match is all done and dusted, isn't it? No, wait, we carry on. Inside, Bret continues the beatings until Lafitte rakes the eyes in front of the ref, but it's alright. He just lets it go. He takes control. He misses a splash in the corner and starts to work the arm to set up for the sharpshooter, of course. Yes, Bret, that works. Gets two off a crucifix and go back to the arm. Lafitte doesn't bother selling it, of course, so the third time tonight we've had a nice bit of psychology, which doesn't go anywhere at all. He hits a clothesline, then chokes on the ropes, then chokes on the mat. He stomps on the abdomen, lays in all of the kinds of the beats. Bret misses a charge and goes shoulder first into the ring post. Hey, check this one out, guys. Listen to this. This is what I've written. Bret misses a charge and goes shoulder first into the shoulder. Because I'm an actual dumbass. Bret misses a charge and goes shoulder first into the ring post. Lafitte sees this and goes, "Oh, what a good idea." Grabs Bret and throws him shoulder first into the ring post. Not into the shoulder. Funny. And then whips him into the ring steps on the outside, all on the shoulder. Inside, he gets two off a spinebuster and locks on a chin lock because he's evil. Does the trick as well. Fans start chanting for Bret. It's all go, let's go Bret chant starts. So leg drop gets two for Lafitte and he goes back to the chin lock. This guy is just evil, isn't he? He steals stuff, he puts chin locks on, he has an eye patch, all of that jazz. Bret gets a desperation sunset flip for two, but Lafitte gets a sidewalk slam and goes up top and hits a nice guillotine leg drop for two. He calls for his finisher. He's a pirate and his finishing move is called the Cannonball. That's brilliant. It's a swanton bomb, if you're wondering. It misses. It gives Bret the chance to come back, but he can't get the sharpshooter and is knocked to the outside. Lafitte tries a somersault plunger and then in a seriously nasty moment goes sailing over the ropes and comes on back first on the outside in a ooh sort of bump. Nasty stuff. Bret sends Lafitte into the ring steps. He wants the 5 moves of doom again. He gets the leg sweep, gets the backbreaker, but the Bret elbow off his own rope is countered. Sorry. Lafitte gets a soppy looking Finley roll for 2 despite Lafitte being a heely bastard and putting his feet on the ropes. What a cunt. Lafitte wants something, maybe a pile driver, but Bret shifts the weight and is able to get 2 off a cover. He charges and eats an elbow, and again Lafitte covers with his feet on the ropes. This guy's just the most evil man alive, isn't he? Again it gets 2. Bret gets a nice dropkick, he wants a bulldog, but Lafitte counters, sending Bret into a corner hard. Bret dives at Lafitte, who again moves so Bret crotches himself. Lafitte goes up top and misses a splash. They both go down off clotheslines, but Bret is able to sort of wiggle into the sharpshooter, and that gets the submission win at 16 minutes and 39 seconds. I really enjoyed this match. Bret bumped like a boss for Lafitte, but to be fair, Lafitte held his part of the bargain up as well. It was a good match. The only complaint I've got about this one really is that the psychology in there didn't go anywhere at all. So Bret starts off working the arm, which makes no sense at all, and of course Lafitte doesn't bother selling it. And then in the middle of the match, Lafitte works the shoulder of Bret, who doesn't bother selling it in the slightest. So it's a 4-star match if they actually sell the moves. They don't, so it isn't. One thing I do need to point out about this match that I need to just tell you guys is that I'm sure you remember that in 1995, Bret Hart had been feuding with Jerry the King Lawler. So Jerry makes absolutely no effort to cover up his disdain for Bret and laughs like a little girl whenever Bret gets hurt, especially when Bret is whipped into the ring steps on the outside. Jerry laughs like a little kid. It's absolutely fucking wonderful. In the back, Jim Cornette tells us the British Bulldog will be Owen's replacement, and then Alundra Blaze comes out and she's modelling a t-shirt that you can buy right now if you want to. Yay! Sort of thing, In our main event, Shawn Michaels and Diesel defeating Yokozuna in the British Bulldog in a match it's an alright match to win the tag team titles. So, as I explained earlier, get the pin on the champ and win their belt is the short version of it, isn't it? The early goings between Bulldog, Shawn Michaels, and I suppose Diesel as well are actually pretty good. They're fast, they're fluid, they're crisp. It's all good. But it's a generic tag team though. So Shawn Michaels is your dude with attitude. Sorry, is your a dude with attitude in peril. Does that one work? And it's good, but because it's Yokozuna who's doing the majority of the work, there's a lot of rest holds, and it really drags the match down in places, in my opinion. Banzai drop misses, allowing Shawn to get the hot tag, and it is a hot tag because although it drags the match down, there had been for about a minute before the hot tag, there'd been a genuinely massive USA chant. Diesel absolutely obliterates Bulldog when he gets the hot tag. But a distraction from Cornette allows Yokozuna to hit a Samoan drop on the world champion, which Jim Ross calls a fall-away slam for reasons I don't quite get that one, I've got to say. Bulldog gets 2 off a power slam. Owen Hart comes out, right? Jumps off the top rope. Diesel whacks him in the stomach. It's the same guy. And then hits the jackknife and gets the win. And that's your lot. That's 16 minutes, something like that. Owen's not in the match, so can't be pinned. He's been replaced, so can't be pinned. I just don't understand. I just don't get that one at all. It makes no sense. The match was about as good as you would expect. Call it 2 stars if you want to. Okay? So Bret Hart versus the Evil Pirate is match of the night. There's nothing bad on this show. It's no duds or anything like that. It's just there's a lot worse in 1995, should we say, King of the Ring, for example, but this is not a very good show, I'm afraid, guys. Call it 3 out of 10 if you're feeling good, alright? I genuinely would like it if some of you guys could go and watch that Bret Hart versus Lafitte match and then come back to me and tell me what you thought of it, because like I say, I can't be the only person who really enjoyed this match. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, look down below, you'll see a link to our little Facebook thing where we put all the Nitro and Raw reviews as part of this series. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I have been Marc P, and I'll see you all very soon. Take it easy, guys.